Fast and Furious star Paul Walker and his pal died tragically, according to new details. Paul's co-star and close friend Vin Diesel has also revealed his mixed heritage. Diesel's mother is Scottish and has told him his heritage ties him to many civilizations. Diesel has never met his biological father and believes his parents' relationship may have been illegal in several U.S. states due to anti-miscegenation legislation. Diesel has developed a strong love and acceptance for everyone due of this conviction. Diesel suffered greatly from Paul Walker's death. Paul Walker left his daughter's guardianship to Vin Diesel, which we examine as we examine how this loss affected him. Diesel and Walker's fraternity stood out in Hollywood's cutthroat atmosphere. Their relationship is iconic in Hollywood, like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, or Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, who have proved how deep celebrity friendships can be. Discover Paul Walker's decision and his lasting connection with Vin Diesel. Some do this before becoming famous. Walker and Diesel were so close that Diesel walked Walker's daughter down the aisle. Despite his death, Walker remains a revered actor. Vin Diesel's respect for Paul Walker goes beyond friendship and is celebrated at every chance. Their intimacy shows they shared private secrets never divulged to others. This mystery key could be what? How did Paul Walker affect Diesel today? Diesel often considers Walker's parenthood advice, which has guided him. "Go in there, family forever," Walker ordered him, a statement from Fast and Furious that Diesel says means more. He lives by this family mantra, even though he admits to being the bossy brother. Diesel gave his fans this touching advice on Walker's 9th death anniversary. He remembered telling Walker he was having a baby during Fast and Furious 4. Despite tough guy instructions to wait outside the birth room, Walker advised him to be present. Many tough people suggest waiting outside the birth room. It's not the right approach, explained Walker. The advice, if you go in there and actually cut the umbilical cord, you will have the most amazing day of your life. Shaped Diesel's approach to one of his most important moments and strengthened their profoundly respectful relationship. Instagram message from Diesel. Walker was definitely a parent by then. Diesel said the child Walker helped him prepare would be Walker's daughter's maid of honor. Diesel said he thinks about their camaraderie and wisdom daily. He also said Walker helped Diesel prepare for the pregnancy. Definitely, Diesel's daughter was Meadow Walker's maid of honor. He added, "Meadow, who is so wonderful, asked the same angel that you helped me prepare for so beautifully with your brotherly advice to be her maid of honor. How could I have known, working on the set in 2008? My kids say Uncle Paul is always with them, and I know they're right and that he is with you. Starting fatherhood from the start may be the best advice. Enter the delivery room that will transform your life with the mindset that it will be the best day of your life. The man was my rock." Vin Diesel asked his late co-star Paul Walker, a parent, for help. The 53-year-old Fast and Furious actor told Access how he looked up to Walker as a parent. This was true even if their Fast and Furious characters had different mentorship dynamics. "I was always the big brother on set, making sure everyone was safe and riding for everyone. They may have looked up to me on set from the start, but I had never been a parent," and Pablo mentioned Diesel of Walker, Meadow Walker's father. Diesel of Walker produced Meadow Walker. "So I leaned on him during the fatherhood transition," Diesel said. "The man was my rock." The irony is that the roles and scenes that discussed fatherhood in Fast 5 and throughout the franchise in real life were reversed. For example, when I was in the delivery room writing down my youngest child's name, my mom still said Pablo was in the room with you, so I wrote Pauline. Most people associate Vin Diesel with rippling muscles, flaming explosions, heroic deeds, and top-notch dude bro manliness. Are these the sentiments that spring to mind? Popular actor Vin Diesel is known as an off-screen hero who craves recognition beyond his appearance. However, most individuals haven't given Vin Diesel or his roles any thought. Why would they? Brawn is brawn, but if we've learned anything from the 2020s that will remain forever as a group, it's that we want more from our heroes, on and off screen. Personal power, emotional intelligence, sensitivity, and depth are becoming more vital in establishing a hero's likability. In reference to Vin Diesel, his larger-than-life hyper-masculine character may seem to contribute to the existing quo's toxic masculinity. This is not the actor's goal, and much of his work proves the reverse. Vin has proven to be a real-life action hero, as he has in most of his performances. Diesel witnessed a fiery automobile wreck on the Hollywood freeway in 2001 while riding his motorcycle. The plot returns to Diesel's motorcycle ride. Diesel abandoned his bike, took the two children out of the truck, and helped the driver get out before the vehicle caught fire a few minutes later. His rapid thinking in the film industry may have contributed to it, or he may just be that way. A true story. Imagine being saved by Vin Diesel. Sacred. Although Diesel seems to be able to play his character hard, we admire him since he is a sap at heart. You hear it first. Like gorgeous actresses, Vin is mostly reduced to his buff appearance. This is like how sexy actresses are objectified and not taken seriously enough for their work. Although most people just care about his attractiveness, he spreads positive energy and manly love, addressing toxic masculinity's incapacity to love the status quo. He tells Flaunt that his best version of myself has always been sheer love. I actually think that being a bouncer in New York City gives me more flexibility to be nice since I don't have to act tough. Vin may have always been powerful. Our image of a bouncer is shaped by his on-screen duties, which reinforce his roughness. He wants us to realize this perception is slightly off. One of the films most affected by COVID-19 related cinema closures is Diesel's latest action flick, Bloodshot. This is because it was issued just days before March's mass lockdown. The film follows a former soldier who is updated with technology and recruited as an assassin for a business. Bloodshot was designed to take a new approach to superhero stories, paying respect to classic comics' flawed and approachable superheroes. We wanted to discuss post-traumatic stress disorder and how it would affect our superhero. Vin elaborates. He claims that Bloodshot's hero's emotions rule him despite his muscle and flash, which makes the film so emotionally engaging. You feel terrible for this character. Empathy and heroic powers make the character intriguing. Vin's perspective shows a deeper understanding of human nature and our needs and ambitions, despite the difficulty of playing a figure that evokes dread and empathy. For good reason, he no longer wants to play one-dimensional masculine celebrities, fatherhood that is fierce and kind. Diesel is most known for playing Dom Toretto in the 2001 Fast and Furious film franchise. Few know that from the first film, he has been creating a more emotionally complex action hero. Vin distinguishes between his two selves when he thinks about his character, a persona he has inhabited for almost 20 years. Dom Toretto did not have the freedom to play a lovable lead like me early in his career. I sometimes try to make the world love and sometimes speak my mind. A fine balance is evident. It appears that Diesel's approaches must be examined to sell films and foster love. Diesel and Toretto are genuine fathers. He claims that the world needs a reconciliation with the father archetype, and I hope Fast 9 will help us understand and reconcile with it. Late parenting changed him. Like his female peers in the business, he delayed becoming a father for a long period. Vin didn't have children until his 40s. Being a father changed his life. This field is competitive, so I had to wait a long time to become one. To be the most renowned person in the world, you must sometimes be self-centered. Sometimes you have to be late to start a family. Vin and his partner Paloma Jimenez got together in 2007. Since then, their connection has thrived. Hania, Vincent, and Pauline are their children. The latter was named after Vin's beloved late friend Paul Walker. His children are everything. His daughter influences him greatly. I consider my daughter queen. Even on a talk show, I would be in trouble if I didn't send her a video of my father's whereabouts. Our relationship is very vital. My life revolves around her. Vin claims that his 4-year-old daughter created a dramatic Fast 9 line, but we'll have to watch the movie to find out. He leads from love, not hate. Vin's carelessness is his problem. His existence revolves around love. He proudly shows his love for the world. He loves it and wants us to participate in. Because he admits to being vulnerable and sensitive, he is yet strong. The opposite is true. Vin is the hero the world needs. I'd be happy if action thrillers were about young girls and loving fathers. In his youth, Mr. Tough Look Soft Heart lived. American Mark Sinclair was born July 18, 1967, in Alameda County. Hollywood actor and producer Vin Diesel is from the United States. He is best known for playing Dominic Toretto in the Fast and Furious trilogy and is one of the highest-grossing performers. Sinclair was raised in New York City by his mother, fraternal twin brother, and African-American stepfather, Irving Vincent, a theater manager who provided him early parts. Sinclair's mother matched his sibling. While working as a club bouncer in his teens, he took the name Vin Diesel. He dropped out of Hunter College to become an actor in Los Angeles. Before his career, who was Vin Diesel? Diesel made his stage debut in Barbara Garson's children's play Dinosaur Door at 7. The drama was performed at Theater for the New City in Greenwich Village. After breaking into the New City Theater on Jane Street with his brother and others to vandalize it, he became involved in the show. His play involvement began here. Crystal Field, the theater's artistic director, offered them jobs in the upcoming production instead of calling the police. Diesel studied creative writing at Hunter College in New York City. After performing in theater throughout his teens, he started writing screenplays there. He calls himself a multifaceted actor. Sinclair adopted the stage name Vin Diesel while working as a tube bouncer. His profession required a more threatening name, so he chose Vin Diesel. His buddies gave him the surname Diesel because of his energy, while Vin comes from his mother's married surname Vincent. The tragic end of Paul Walker's life broke Vin. Paul Walker's 2013 death deeply affected Vin Diesel, his long-standing friend and co-star, who was like a brother to him. In 2013, Fast and Furious actor Walker died unexpectedly, startling the world. Vin Diesel was most affected by his death. Vin never forgets his true friend, who holds a special place in his heart even if they met years ago. Fast and Furious was Paul Walker and Vin Diesel's debut picture together. Walker played Brian O'Connor, and Diesel played gang leader Dominic Toretto. In addition to the emotional link the movie's protagonists build, the two actors formed a great friendship off-screen that bridged time and place. They formed a lasting relationship at the start of the franchise and throughout the 2001 to 2013 filmmaking. This friendship persisted throughout the franchise. Diesel godfathered Meadow Walker, the daughter of Diesel's late friend. This shows that their special relationship goes beyond co-stardom. We meant to make a movie about old vehicles when we started this. Diesel recalls our initial thought. He confessed that he was unsure if making 7, 8, 9, and 10 was an alternative technique. Diesel remembered their vow to run this brand till Fast 10 while they discussed this matter, as Diesel stated. On November 30th, 2013, Walker tweeted that the sixth film in the beloved series would soon be available for purchase. However, Walker died abruptly in a car accident a few hours later. Walker, a famous philanthropist, attended a humanitarian gathering that day. Walker clearly loved fast cars like his persona. On the same day, Walker and his friend Roger Rodas organized the charity event in their high-performance vehicle business. Walking out of the meeting, Rodas drove with Walker in the passenger seat. Soon after, the driver lost control of the vehicle a few hundred yards away. The witnesses tried to help, but failed. Walker's loved ones watched helplessly as the media reported the disaster. Fans worldwide were shocked to learn of Walker's death within hours. Because of their strong connection, Vin Diesel was upset when Paul Walker left. Walker was a close Vin Diesel friend. His best friend's death tore him apart forever. Despite this, the actor has always talked about Walker and their special relationship to preserve his legacy. It is commonly known that he often cried in interviews. The actor also described seeing Walker's mother the day after the car accident. He admitted that Walker's mother's regretful response stunned him. She said she was apologizing since she lost her other half. Vin Diesel struggled to understand that they could no longer depend on and protect each other when his trusted friend disappeared. Walker was a major supporter, especially when he helped Diesel reconnect with his mother. It's hard to go from being a nobody to having a sibling to having him leave your life after 15 years. Diesel had yet to mourn over his friend's death because Fast and Furious 7 was in production. After Walker left, Diesel had to act like his pal was there while the movie was being made. He said, "I had spent my whole life acting, and that acting classes don't teach you how to mourn while pretending they're in a scene." Despite Walker's death, Diesel has maintained his close relationship with his family, giving them a sense of his father's presence. During their relationship, Diesel named his second daughter Pauline after his deceased friend. Both the Diesel and Walker families get together often, and their girl's special closeness shows how friendship can overcome obstacles. Diesel prioritized his close relationship with Meadow, his goddaughter, who he said took care of him. Diesel said, "She was the first to wish me a happy Father's Day. Watching her play with my kids is the sweetest thing ever. I feel so deeply when I see her playing with Pauline because I can only imagine what my brother sees." Diesel accompanying his daughter Meadow down the aisle was one of his greatest memorials to his deceased friend. This little gesture of kindness moved everyone since it showed the actor's love for Walker and fulfilled the father's duty. Diesel wrote on Instagram, "Life's blessings always follow life's tragedies. Pablo, this photo will make you smile. Meadow, a nice woman, asked the same angel to be her maid of honor. Meadow Walker, what is it?" The complete Meadow Walker story. Meadow Walker took her own path. Meadow Walker models instead of acting like her late father. This philanthropist honors her late father through the Paul Walker Foundation, which she shares with him. Her father and she share this. Meadow Walker was close to her late father, actor Paul Walker. This is evident. The Fast and Furious actor and his fiancée, Rebecca Soteros, had Meadow in Los Angeles on November 4th, 1998. Meadow spent her childhood in Hawaii with her mother and occasionally her father. She returned to Los Angeles and lived with her parents until she moved in with Paul permanently. After a car accident on November 30th, 2013, he died less than a year later. My daughter's predicament plagued me with desperation for years. Despite her being in Hawaii, I'm rushing here. She lives there. My kid lives with me full-time and is the best companion I've ever had. The actor told Entertainment Weekly this months before his death. A weird concept. Never before has this happened to me. Meadow has succeeded as a model since her father's death. She works for charities to honor her father. She also has a close friendship with his Fast and Furious co-stars and has joined the franchise. Meadow married actor Lewis Thornton Allen in October 2021. In December 2023, the couple announced their separation. Walker and Soteros had Meadow on November 4th, 1998. Meadow moved to Los Angeles to be around Walker after growing up in Hawaii with her mother. Paul told Parade in 2009, "I think my mom said it best. Young girls could make their fathers more affectionate. Walker said his 12-year-old daughter is like her mother, but also like me," according to People. After returning to LA in 2011, he added that Meadow is a free ranger who appreciates basic things. Meadow joined DNA Models in 2017, according to her Instagram bio. Meadow walks the runway for Prenza Schooler and Alexander McQueen and represents Givenchy Beauty. Meadow is famous for her beauty and style. The 25-year-old celebrated one of her first major campaigns with the company by releasing a photo of her face in an advertisement over a cosmetics counter in a department store in March 2023. Meadow, who was having a hard time letting go of her father, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the Porsche Carrera GT manufacturers in September 2015. Her father's friend Roger Rodas was driving the car that crashed, killing both of them. According to People's lawsuit, the car lacked safety equipment that could have prevented the accident or saved Paul Walker's life. Meadow and Porsche settled in 2017. Her attorney told People that Rodas' estate paid her $10.1 million, which was transferred into a trust. Meadow wanted to honor her father on his 42nd birthday in September 2015 by launching the Paul Walker Foundation. The group encourages youth to do selfless acts of kindness to empower them and support the environment. The nonprofit also continues his ocean conservation work. Meadow wrote on Instagram that she thought of her father's passions when looking at a cute vintage photo of her and Paul. "I created this foundation because I want to share that part of him with the world. I want to pass on that piece of him." Meadow's NGO has done many charitable works. She announced in June 2022 that the PWF Do Good Scholarship would be offered to a meritorious student who wants to tackle their community's or environment's concerns. The Dominican Republic beach wedding of Meadow and her angel Louis Thornton Allen took place in October 2021. It followed a whirlwind courtship. Vin Diesel, a friend of the bride's father and Fast and Furious co-star, accompanied her down the aisle in a Givenchy haute couture outfit created for her. The model has great relationships with some of her father's Fast and Furious co-stars. Diesel led Jordana Brewster down the aisle at the end of her wedding. Diesel also revealed that his daughter Hanaya Riley Sinclair was Meadow's maid of honor. "Pablo, see this photo? It'll make you smile." The action star captioned an Instagram photo of Meadow and Hania during the wedding. Meadow, a nice woman, asked the same angel to be her maid of honor. In June 2021, Diesel told Extra about his tight bond with Meadow and his protectiveness of her. He claims she was the first to wish me a happy Father's Day. Watching her play with my kids is the sweetest thing ever. I feel deeply when I see her playing with his 6-year-old daughter, Pauline. I can only imagine what my brother sees. Meadow posts poignant messages on Instagram for her late father's birthday and anniversary. This is done annually to honor her father. In 2021, she posted a photo of herself as a toddler embracing the actor while he kissed her cheek. "I shall always love and miss you. Today and every day, I celebrate your life, your love, and you, my best friend," she captioned the shot. When her father would have turned 50 in September 2023, Meadow sent a touching tribute on Instagram. Her Instagram account features a vintage photo of her and Walker. "Good birthday, guardian angel," the caption read. "Thank you for your love, guidance, friendship, sunshine, and for raising me to see all of the beauty that exists into the world. I miss you every day." Meadow published an unreleased Walker video on the 10th anniversary of her father's death in 2023. 10 years without you. In the caption of her cute Instagram video, she wrote, "I love you forever." Meadow surprised her father on his birthday. Meadow appeared in the final Fast and Furious film, developed by her father,